And welcome back to another terrible video by your favorite terrible YouTuber. Today I have for you the Mirage 2000 S4. It is a reasonably older event vehicle. I wouldn't really say this old, but it's reasonably old now. It is basically identical to the Tech Tree variant, being the 2000 S5. The only difference is the S5 has, I think, 80 or 90 countermeasures, while this one only has 32 or like 30 or something like that. It is quite an interesting vehicle, sitting at 12.7 when it used to sit at 11.7, I think. You get two Magic 2s, which don't have the most amount of range, but they do have IRCCM, so they can ignore players quite swimmingly, especially at those closer ranges where they just don't care. And couple that with the Matra Super 530D and your decent radar, this thing has a pretty interesting kit going for it. The only thing I don't like is the two 30mm Defas, I think they were. While they can do some really good damage, the issue is they sit very far back on the plane. Like, they basically sit on the belly, like really far back on the belly. Combine that with the low velocity of the guns, it makes it quite hard to get guns on people. Now in the background here, you can see a MiG-23 and my friendly Mirage about to share the most romantic bro kiss known to man. See? Very explosive. Very fiery. I think they're happy with each other. Don't you guys agree? MiG-29 coming head on with me. I don't want to smell that R60 or whatever he has. It will not connect nicely to my face, so I'm just gonna avoid that, flare, and be on my merry way. This thing sitting at 12.3, it's in an interesting spot. There isn't a whole lot of things you can see that really counters it too heavily. The way I play this thing is by just sitting low and fast. Me sitting low makes it harder for the AIM-7s and R27s, stuff like that, hit me. And no one really expects you to be this low and this fast coming up behind them, so it makes real nice for the Magic 2s, just like that F4J found out. Kunas 2000, I think it is. I don't remember what that thing's actual name is. Coming head on with me. I'm gonna fire 530, panic, and accidentally unlock him from my ACM mode. Now, notice how my air brakes are out. I did not even remember I put them out. So I'm over here trying to figure out why the hell my speed is so low and why I'm not gaining any. And it's not about until here, I think it was, where I realized, wait a second, my air brakes are out. I should probably put those in. Fire 530 towards that F4 and he's gonna collect it straight to the face. And that's gonna be our last and only kill that match. This thing, while it is fast, while it has good missiles, the matches at this BR just don't last that long. Your team just slaughters the enemy before you can even do anything. There's nothing really interesting in this clip. I just felt like showing it. Show what you're going to expect when flying it. Coming in from the side of people, and especially at this BR where there's so many premiums, no one's really looking behind them. Just like this F4S and this J37 here, who are two prime targets for the Magic 2s. People at this BR just don't look around their surroundings, which really helps for the 2000 get kills. You just want to pick people off from behind. You want to stay unnoticed for as long as possible, and you just want to ambush them. The best way I could say this thing, or say about this thing, is a support fighter, or ambush fighter. However you want to put it. Next match here, I'm going to lock up a MiG-23, I think it was, and I'm going to get a little bit of altitude so the 530 doesn't just smash into the floor like almost immediately. However, the MiG-23 is going to deny me the kill by planting himself straight into the concrete. Thank you for that. You made me waste the missile. However, I will consider that my kill because I made you dodge into the floor. I do notice that there is a tornado who is going to bomb the base, so I'm just praying to God that he does not realize I'm behind him, and I'm going to send a Magic 2 his way because it should be able to catch him pretty swimmingly. However, he does notice it, he does flare it, so he's going to get away. MiG-23 in front, I'm trying to lock him up with the ACM mode, but he's just too low, so the ground clutter is basically denying me the lock. However, it does lock onto my friendly F5. Notice he's going extremely slow, so I'm going to fire the Magic 2 at him, and it should kill him, right? Yeah, wrong. You see that correctly. The Magic 2 just got a hit. Not sure how the hell that happened? Please ask Gaijin. MiG-23 coming straight head-on with me. Gonna fire the 530 at him, and he's gonna eat it straight to his face. Thank you very much. That's gonna be my only kill that match, unfortunately, though. Moving on to the next one. MiG-23 in front of me. I do want to shoot the 530 at him, but he's just going at a really odd angle. He's too low, so the radar is just gonna keep screwing over. And I don't really know who I want to go for. I got the Tornado, I got the MiG, but then I see a F4J coming head-on with me. Fire the 530 at him since he's a little bit high up, and he's gonna collect it straight to the face. I don't think he was even dodging. I don't think he even noticed it. Whatever he was doing, hey, the missile hit, so I'll take the kill. MiG-23 to my right, FG1 to my left. Kinda split on who I want to go for. I was banking on the FG1 if he turned around, but he's just running away. I think he was going to go bomb the base. MiG-23, I know for sure went to bomb the base, and he's going to come back in my direction. So I'm going to fire a 530 at him. Unfortunately, he goes too low, so the 530 ends up hitting the floor. And here I make a very crucial mistake. I tried going in for a shot while I was compressing, so I wasn't able to turn in, and he ends up getting the shot on me, so he's crippled my left wing. The Mirage 2000 does not take damage kindly, like, at all. Any damage on this thing will severely hinder your turning capabilities, and it will have you in the risk of going into a flat spin. You'll see in a couple seconds here. FG1 coming in behind me. I'm going to pop the air brakes to reduce my throttle just so I don't compress like I did against the MiG-23, just so I can turn a bit tighter. And here I'm trying to turn around, and as soon as I hammer the elevator, the plane just starts pulling to the left. That's all because of the damage to my left wing. Now granted, should I have done that? No, I should have just kept flying straight, but oh well, you make mistakes and I'm not the best. Now, my RWR is trying to warn me that there is a MiG-23 to my right, and I am not listening to her. He could have shot me down easily because I was more focused on the FG1 that's in front of me, and she's still trying to warn me that the MiG-21 is behind me. Sorry, MiG-23. Finally turn around to see him. Gonna pop some flares a little bit. I did not realize he didn't have any missiles, because if he did, he would have shot one at me a long time ago. And I want to fire a magic at him. Unfortunately, I'm only going 400 and, well, he's gone. He's out of there. I know he still has flares, and at this speed, at that range, the Magic would have actually went for the flares instead. The Magic 2s, yes, they have IRCCM, but at ranges like 2 kilometers, 2.5 and up, they can still easily be flared. Now, I want to go for this FG1 since he just made my friendly Phantom eat a Sky Flash in the head-on. But then I see the MiG-23 who's in a 2v1, and then he's going to go extremely slow. So I was like, you know what? He's going to be a much easier target for my Magic 2. Shoot it off from like 3 kilometers away because I'm feeling a bit feisty, and he's actually going to eat it because he doesn't see it. There he goes. FG1 is now going somewhere. I don't know where he's going to, but he's actually going to turn around for whatever reason. Instead of just going back to his airfield. Mad respect, he's just trying to do the grind. I respect it. Now, if I had a 530 here, I could have shot it at him. Unfortunately, we only have the other Magic. I'm not entirely sure what his game plan is. I was expecting a Sky Flash my direction, but instead he shoots it at our F-16, and the F-16 absolutely eats it and gets slapped out of the air. And that was our F-16 AJ, that was the good one. But, oh well. What can you do? You lose a teammate, but you're still alive, so you can just fire a Magic at the FG1, and he's gonna die. He's too slow, he's too fat, those flares are not gonna do a whole lot of anything. And that's our final kill once again. Here we are, flying super low once again, and by doing this, as you can see, there's a contrail above me. He doesn't know I'm here. Gonna lock him up, and would you look at that? It's an F-14 slinging his Phoenixes, probably. Fire the 530 at him. He doesn't even know I'm here until basically the last second, and he's going to turn straight into the missile and lose both of his wings. It's just that simple. Now, here's the issue. I'm actually at a very high alt now. I'm 3,000 meters in the air. I'm slow. So if anyone knows I'm up here now, which they most likely do since their F-14 just died, I'm a very easy target for any missile. So I'm just going to dive low, hit the deck, just so I have an easier time avoiding the radars. And we're gonna start making our way into the cesspool of enemies that's over here. MiG-23 coming in. I want to shoot the Magic 530 at him. It's gonna smell the floor, unfortunately. It was a really ambitious shot, but oh well, what can you do? Su-25 in front of me, gonna fire the Magic 2. It's gonna connect. F-20 coming in, and I made the mistake by trying to fire a Magic 2 at him. It was a really ambitious shot that was never gonna hit, but I was like, you know what, I want to get that F-20 out of the match as soon as possible. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case, and now we have to rely solely on our defas. Like I said before, the defas are extremely far back on the plane. They're basically far back onto the belly, so it makes it quite difficult to actually aim these things. I didn't take the shot there because I knew I was just gonna miss it anyway. But yeah, these guns, they're low velocity, and combining the fact that they're so far back, it does not make for an easy time. Kunas coming in. I was gonna take a shot, but he's too fast. I'm compressing, and there's a Yak 141 coming in. I'm gonna avoid his guns, and then I see a MiG-29 in front of me. He's gonna fire what I believe is our R-27 at me, and I'm just gonna pop some chaff and get it away from me. Almost does actually connect, which was very scary, but he's gonna fly about his merry way. If I still had a 530, I could have killed him. Unfortunately, I don't. There are still a lot of enemies behind me, especially things with like aim 7s, so I'm just gonna fly low, hoping I could get it away with one chaff, but unfortunately I actually still get hit by an aim 7. And now we have the Kunas, who is trying to shoot at aim 9J or G, whatever the hell it is, I don't know. And now, because of the damage to my plane, it's making it very difficult to actually turn here, or could be because of the low speed. I'm willing to bet on the damage and not just admit that I suck at air. Kunas is going extremely slow. He is trying to pull up for me, and I'm going to make a mistake here. I'm going to try to get the shot in, underlead a lot, but I actually do get a hit, but he's going to actually damage my engine housing. He is actually going to go down to the damage a while later, but I end up going into a flat spin like shortly after that, and I die. Now, I want to show you this because this is what happens when you get very unlucky like me. For some unholy reason, the enemy team is on this side of the map, and I've been caught out in the open with my pants down. I am getting a bunch of missiles shot at me from both the front, the back, the side, every direction you could even think about. Aim 7 coming in, I am just trying to avoid it. Somehow it doesn't hit me. Lock up the F4S, fire the 530. It's not gonna hit, which I'm actually kind of confused about. And now look at this. I have a F4S, a F14, and an Su-25T behind me. Avoid the F4S, the F14, and the Su-25. Pull up over all of them, and now the F14 is directly in front of me. He's gonna try doing a Cobra, or whatever it is, and he's gonna smell the Magic 2. At that close of range, it doesn't matter what he does, he's gonna die. F4S is going pretty slow, he's not even flaring, he ends up eating it as well. And that's going to be my only 2 kills this match because, well, everyone else died before I could even make it to them. So we just hop right into the next one. F4S in front of me, he's going behind the hill, but I really want to kill him before he can do any damage, so I'm going to try to get the Magic off, or sorry, the 530. Unfortunately, it doesn't connect, he was too close. The missile didn't have enough time to pull in. So, you know, he gets away. It is what it is. Su-25 going low. Shoot the 530 at him. He is actually going to eat it, though. And he's going to go down. Now, I have an F4S behind me, and that's going to be aim 7. And I just want to actually get out of its way. It is still tracking me, despite it being a rare aspect shot. And that could have killed me. I have used up pretty much 99% of my countermeasures, and now I want to be extremely careful. F4S above me, I thought the missile was coming for me, so I ended up popping some flares and chaff. It indeed was not coming for me, so I just wasted some countermeasures. F111 and another F4 behind me. Neither of those can really do a whole lot, but this F111 does have 9Ls, but all it takes is a single flare and the 9L is instantly defeated. He almost gets a shot on me, but he misses and he gets slapped out of the air by an aim 9M. I actually forgot this thing sits at the BR where aim 9Ms are even present at. MiG-23 in front of me, he's not paying attention. He eats the Magic straight to his butt. Now, I'm pretty sure I just saw P-47. Oh, yep, there it is. I don't know who the hell decided to bring that in, but hey, they're having fun. At least I think so. And there is an Su-22 as well nearby. I want to ruin this guy's fun, so I'm gonna run up on him and slap him in the face with the DEFAs. Unfortunately, I think I only take off his flap, and he gets away. Su-22 comes in, almost hits me, and there is a second Su-22. Now, I'm gonna try and hit him with the DEFAs. I miss everything. I have no excuse for that. I don't even know how the hell I missed that, but I did. He's popping a lot of flares. I could have shot a Magic 2 at him, and rewatching this now, I think I should have, but I didn't. He was too close, and the angle he was at, I was like, you know what, I think I could just get the guns on him. And that's what I'm going to try and do, and I could have gotten it, and, well, as you see, my wing has fallen off, and you can thank the premium F4S player behind me. He was on my team, and he killed me. Thanks a lot, dude. I called him a moron after that. I'm not even going to try to hide it. And we move on to the next one. MiG-23 in front. I think my radar is trying to connect to the chaff, but we're just going to lock him back up quite quickly, and he's going to eat the 530 into his face. F4S below me, and actually two F4S below me. Friendly kills one of them. I'm popping my air brake so I don't rip myself, and I'm going to shoot a Magic at the second one. He is paying attention to someone in front of him, so he's going to eat the Magic 2 right up his exhaust. Continue to fly straight. I see a Su-22 and a Kunas. I could have shot a Magic 2 at the Kunas, but I was like, nah, I want to try getting some gun kills on him. And he ends up eating AM7 straight to the face. Sorry, I meant a 530. Thought my friendly F4 shot something at him. Now, there is two F4Ss over here, and they are harassing my teammate. Kunas is coming in to join the fray, and I'm just trying to get over there as quick as possible. Another F4S pops up over the horizon. I don't think I have any chance of getting over there to help my teammate before he dies. But any way you put it, he has gotten these guys extremely slow, and he's distracted them long enough for the hive mind of teammates, myself included, to come in and sweep them up while they're slow. F4S eats a Magic 2 straight to his face because he is not looking at me. He flares way too late. And now the Kunas is just left to get a gun kill on, and, well, he dies to another 530. Another match here. This is going to be the final one. MiG-29 coming in. Fire the 530 at him. I'm going to flare, and that was actually a R60. I think maybe he was stock. Maybe he had the wrong weapon selected, and that's why he didn't fire the R27. Barely avoid AIM-7M. And now there's a F4S that is actually trying to run away, and I'm gonna focus him down. The entire enemy team is basically already dead, and it's just him and like two other people left, or maybe one other person. So I'm just gonna focus this guy down. I want to shoot a a 530 at him, just so I can get him to turn, and maybe I could get into a dogfight with him. I actually just want to have a nice little dogfight with someone, and then I was like, you know what? Nah, I'm just gonna fire that Magic 2 at him. However, the server decides that it wants to have a stroke, and it saves his life, actually. But at the same time, it almost ends mine because a friendly's missile almost slaps straight into the back of my head. He's too close to even fire the Magic at him anyway now, so I'm just gonna try to get some guns on him. I am still awkward at aiming this thing, so I basically shoot all around him until now, where I just saw the entire tail section of his plane off. And that is going to be the last kill. Friendly almost kills me, but thankfully he doesn't. But yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. I am working on another one, probably going to be a prop. I'm not sure when that's going to be put out. Work has been extremely busy, and it's just going to get even busier as the Christmas gets closer. But yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Maybe if you want to see me play something specifically of your selection, you should let me know. I'll see what I can do for you.